right? This new system is extremely sensitive to white balancing, right? It's in a sort of ironic, paradoxical twist of fate. The better the camera is, the more important the white balance is, right? If you have a horrible camera and you do a shizzy white balance, you can't really tell anyway because the camera sucks, right? But when you've got a really nice camera, the white balance matters all that more to make sure that you get an accurate reflection of colors, color reproduction, and different things. So what this does is right out the gate, it reminds you need to white balance. Because if you forget, you're not going to have a good image, right? So this system is not going to let you do anything until you white balance, right? Now, if you accidentally press the button, it's going to white balance improperly, in which case you can go back to your old way of doing things. Just press and hold this button on the right-hand side. You can white balance manually as well, right? But to start, here's what we do, okay? You take the Savannah's calling, so I'll call her back. Anyway, you put the camera in here. You obviously connect the light source, right? Because you can't. It's not going to white balance if it doesn't have light, right? So you plug the scope in, you connect the light source or the light cable to the adapter, right? And then if you're doing it manually, you have to press and hold, right? But for the first time, you just have to press this button short once, right? So each one of these buttons does two things. So there's really 8 buttons on here. If you press it just quick, that's a short press, and that'll do one thing. And if you press and hold, it does another thing, right? So like this camera, there's a camera button on here, right? If you just press it real quick, it'll take a picture. If you press and hold it, it's going to take a video, right? So same thing. So like this button, if you just press it once at the beginning, it's going to have white balance. But if you want to do it manually later, you got to press and hold it, right? Anyway, when you're white balancing, take something very white, usually a Raytech, right? Put it around the scope, not smothering the scope in, but around it, if that makes sense, right? So maybe a centimeter or 2 away from the tip, but completely enclosed. You don't want ambient light getting in, so just completely around the scope, and then hold it still. If you're bouncing around and stuff, I'm just telling you, it causes issues. So, but once you're ready and you got it, press the button, hold it for a second. It takes 2 or 3 seconds, so don't just press the button and immediately move, right? But press the button, wait 1, 2, 3, then you're going. And if you do that, and I obviously just did this, and I didn't enclose it in a Raytech. It'll tell you the white balance, but it didn't do it properly, right? So, do you guys like this? Because I can turn this off. So once you white balance, this is like a preview screen. It helps you know what buttons are do what. Short press, long press. I can leave it up sometimes, but nothing else will work. You have to press any button to clear, right?
I think what we could do is just leave it up for like the first month or 2 of use.
Okay.
And
then we'll get rid of it. Okay, sounds good. But press any button to clear, because like sometimes they're just ready to rock and roll, and they're like, why isn't it working? Oh, you gotta press a button, any button to clear it. Now everything's gonna work, right? Okay, awesome. That's most of it. The last thing I'm going to talk about is over there, but I don't think you need to be here for that. So good.